There's lots of fish for you to catch. I think that fishing and I are just a perfect match.
Fish are swimming in the pond, and fish are swimming in the place where all the water is. Won't you come and fish with me? Let's go to where the fish are in and go to there and catch fish.
Let's take a boat out on the lake together now with all our friends. Let's make memories of catching fish with all our friends. Look, there's a bluegill and a carp, and there's a sunshine bass as well, and a spotted bass, and there's another carp over there. Let's take a boat out on the lake together now with all our friends. Let's make memories of catching fish with all our friends. Look, there's a Guadalupe bass, and there's a hybrid straw bass, and a black acara, and another.
Open the house.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the house of
I'm
Fauna
back.
Morgana.
Hello,
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna.
starting? Why didn't you
I
ban me?
feel horrible today.
We just like you said, you're
Oh,
back
God.
right as he was saying hello.
My name is String Cheese, and this is the String Cheese Quartet.
I am not a part of your quartet. How dare you?
I'm Monster Cheese, man.
I'm my own man.
Actually, if I were a cheese, my name would be Brie, so hi.
To be fair, Bree is a good name for a person.
If I was a cheese, I'd be
You
Havarti.
You see, we have stage names. We've got Best Brie. I'm Great Gouda.
I'm Monster.
I would say I'm the
That's not
cheddar.
alliterative. Ah,
I'm
fuck, I was in
Havarti.
the middle of a
Cheddar.
cutscene in Pokemon.
And I'm
fuck!
sorry,
Damn
AC.
it.
I've already defeated you to the punch because I'm the extra sharp chatter.
Yeah.
Then what am I?
I thought you were milk parmesan.
Ah, yes, very rolls right off the tongue.
Milk
Very.
Okay, but who's mozzarella?
Con.
Also, Justin.
Yeah, I'm also monster mozzarella as well. That's my
Mon-
evil.
I'm
That's my
I'm
evil
Monster.
alter ego.
Monster.
Monster.
What?
It's a type of cheese from Ireland.
Die, monster. You don't belong in this world.
Who's Pam? I think that's how you're supposed to say it.
Either or, we're all cheese to meet you.
God damn it.
That was the
Oh,
that
no.
was the ultimate bit. We did it, everybody.
That was too cheesy to exist.
Okay, now I need you to stop with the cheese puns.
They get rather grating after a while.
True.
God damn it. Alright.
But, alright, fine.
That's fine.
Because at that point, that was pretty sharp. Dude, I don't know. I've never heard AC cook. I've never seen AC cook. I don't know how well he cooks.
You actually haven't?
No.
He just cooks corn. That's all he knows for. He cooks
I
corn.
actually cooked
Corn.
I actually cooked like sandwich.
I thought
What?
that's a
Whoa.
little-
Oh God!
Ah!
Fuck!
Okay, there.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
So, I'm terribly sorry. I had a.
God, let him talk, please.
I thought that I set my thing to loop through a nice royalty-free piece of music, and then I heard the start of Haunted by Evanescence, and I panicked.
Oh.
You
copyright
fucking
law,
white boy in your goddamn evanescence.
So wait,
I'm
what?
going under.
Wait.
You
what-
are definitely.
I'm just
How-
trying to
what-
finish up this fucking cutscene. I can't save until I finish the
I
cutscene.
really wished I could do that with my hair.
I also wish I could do this with my hair.
Did you have a random playlist on?
The dye on the inside.
Yeah.
That is a cool hairstyle. It seems like it probably sucks to get done, but it does look really
Oh,
cool.
fuck, the child heard about the thing that happened. Oh no.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
Or that I'm also a child.
Which Pokemon is this?
This is the
Scarlet.
DLC, I think.
This is the Teal Mask DLC.
Is it?
Did this game crash?
This game
No.
doesn't look like Go.
No, Discord just discorded.
Yeah, it discorded itself.
Ach, mein Gott.
Something howling at the moon and
Alright, there we go. Alright, give it a minute. Alright, you're gonna see my desktop background. I have no control over the matter. It's the frog girl from, fucking... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. I hate it here sometimes. Metaphorically. Sometimes literally. Fun times. Yeah.
moving on from girl
Not
dinner
asking
and
about-
girl math is girl tech. Let's go.
I was just curious on pronunciation. I'm sorry.
I really...
It's not
you know, that,
asses,
that, that
Todd.
reminds
Nobody names
me,
their company asses.
That
They
reminds
might.
me.
A
there is-
CC.
A to M.
That reminds me. There is a, there's a fucking t-shirt that has a stereo on it that just says girl dinner on
Speaking
there.
of girl dinner, so at the Beyonce concert, and not at the Beyonce concert, but preluding the Beyonce concert, my dumbass didn't eat.
Still lucky.
And so my dumbass didn't eat, but then like it was too late to like eat before the concert because the bitch was gonna be dancing the whole time. So proceeded to go to Starbucks, get a refresher, the acai lemonade, strawberry lemonade, and
No.
and then I just ate I drank it and then ate the freeze dried strawberries talking about girl dinner.
As a girl dinner.
Girl dinner.
The girl dinner came after the concert to which we had Taco Bell. Thank fuck.
Ah,
You don't need to be right. You don't need to be right at this moment. I'm gonna go grab some chocolate milk. Be right back.
Thank you for being open for 24 hours, Taco
Honest,
Bell.
yeah, because we got there at 2 fucking a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just had to reload.
Yeah, that works.
I just had to fucking reload the thing because the audio was doing that shit that it
Oh,
likes to do.
The Fata Morgana.
It took us
a
longer,
story
but we got there.
of shenanigans of people fucking fuck.
And technical difficulties too.
Right?
Bananagans.
All right.
Chat.
Everyone is
Who's
skeleton.
sad? Who can relate?
All right,
I hope he's
AC.
not a murderer in this universe.
Everybody, please, everybody, but
Shut
AC
the
mute.
fuck up.
Everyone
We
has
knew-
skeletons in their closet. Things they'd rather people not find out about. Or most people's secrets were, in my eyes, trifling matters. Rarely anything more than, oh no, I'm too ashamed to tell anyone. And never anything that would utterly ruin them or to get out. From a young age, I was conscious of a violent impulse that prowled deep within. But I had no concept of what it truly was yet. It wasn't until shortly after I entered elementary school I found a clear understanding of these feelings. I was watching the news one day when in the middle of the report, the reporter and the staff were murdered on live television. The killer seemed to want to be seen because he deliberately positioned himself such that his face would be visible on camera as he stabbed the reporter again and again. Screams and shouts filled the air. Someone yelled, "Stop the camera!" and the screen went black. It only lasted a matter of seconds, perhaps 10 at most. But still, those images remained fresh in my mind, playing back in an endless loop. Everyone around me acted as though it was some terrible thing never to be spoken of, and perhaps that was the most reasonable response. But it was utterly inexplicable to me at the time. And that was when I first realized that the feelings that I had were not feelings others shared with me. I was enamored with that footage. The sounds of people screaming, the sight of them writhing in pain, the hope draining from their eyes. It brought me indescribable joy, ecstasy. Ecstasy. So it made no sense to me why it inspired fear in others, why they refused to speak of it. I couldn't imagine not wanting to talk about something so electrifying. But I was the only one who felt that way, who yearned for the sight of more death. Fortunately, or perhaps unfortunately, I've been gifted with a talent for deception. I knew how society expected me to act, and I played the part to a T, all the while nursing a thirst for blood within. I put on a friendly smile while interacting with people, but beneath it I was always wondering, what face would they make as they died? What kind of scream would they regale me with? How would they beg me for their life? I was struck with an urge to shove the person next to me in front of an oncoming train whenever I waited at a platform. I fantasized about violent accidents happening whenever I stood at a crosswalk. Whenever I saw a blade, I wanted to eviscerate passerby with it. Whenever I saw a woman with a slender neck, I yearned to strangle the life out of her. As I got older, the urges only grew more powerful, making even day-to-day life a challenge. Fantasy stopped being enough to quench my thirst. If I wasn't careful, I might find myself with my hands actually around someone's neck. More. I needed more than this. I wanted to experience it for myself. I wanted to spill blood with my own hands. I wanted to feel the life fade from someone's body. I wanted to kill. When my hunger reached its peak, I wondered why I had thought it necessary to restrain myself at all. Was it because I was afraid of getting caught? Because I didn't want to face society's judging eyes? Because I didn't want to cause trouble for my family? None of that was sufficient enough to hold my thirst at bay. I even began to entertain the thought of letting myself get caught. Going on a killing spree, tasting blood to my heart's content, then sentenced to death and freed for the temptation at the apex of my life. It seemed like a sound enough plan. The question was, why I had hesitated to go through with it for so long. Oh, no more hesitating. No more waiting. I was going to kill. It didn't matter who. Anyone's blood would suffice, so long as it would quench this unending thirst. But when I stepped out into public, having at last embraced my murderous desires, I heard a voice whisper into my ear. Remember the vow you made. Vow? Did I? I did? To who? And when? Where? What on earth was the voice talking about? Utter nonsense, I told myself, and tried to banish it from my mind. But no matter what I did, it kept coming back. And always right as I readied myself to follow through with my urges at that. The sound of the voice paralyzed me, kept my feet bolted to the ground. And worst of all, it seemed to be my own voice.
Apologies, everybody. Khan. You switched over. You're Pauline now.
Can I go on set? Can I go on set?
Okay, so I'm Pauline right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Are you still not on your fucking PC yet?
I'm sorry.
Oh dear.
Maybe B then? You there, B? Did you pass out again?
Oh,
I mean, not B.
no.
Rindy.
Oh.
Apologies.
Dude!
I'm stupid. What do
He
you
wants
want from me?
Is there a low reason?
I don't mind. Do you want to put on the dress?
Somebody's got to put on the fucking dress.
And actually, as strange as it sounds,
And actually, as strange as it sounds, I kind of want to believe. Oh god, there's a dog on me. Believe it's true. I don't want it to turn out to be some kind of cheesy pickup line. I mean, how romantic would that be? And we have some sort of deeper connection from before we know? It could be fate that brought us together again. You never know. Oh god, my lungs are being crunched. No.
No. Yukimasa, stop.
Wait, this is me? Alright.
This is back to AC.
Alright, cool. Pauline, the secret I'm keeping from you is a great and terrible one, and this barely suppressed hunger will eventually break through to the surface. I have no right to be at your side, to be blessed by your beautiful smile.
And what I want most is to spend a nice, quiet life with you. I don't need anything extravagant. Just an ordinary life, slowly growing older, having maybe 3, maybe 4 children. We'd never fight, and eventually, before I knew it, I'd be an old lady. Thinking, it was an uneventful life, but it was the best I could ask for. That's the life I...
I know, in my mind, what the best thing I can do for you is, but so many of my actions are not driven by reason. The sight of her smiling face calms the creature within. Her presence suppresses my savage desires, allowing me to act like a normal man. She is my tether, the chain that keeps me fixed to the ground. She is the only one who can do that for me. But even she can fully quell the bloodlust that seethes within. And so now, 2 separate cravings swell together in my heart. One is yearning to surrender myself to my desires, to spread pain and death and horrible suffering. The other is longing to relinquish myself to the peaceful life she so desires, to share a quiet and uneventful life with her. Each one pulls at me in completely opposite directions. They're so fundamentally different. And utterly incompatible.
I mean, it's been 2 whole months since we started dating, but we still haven't stayed the night together. So, you know, uh, do you not want me to stay the night, Yukimasa?
Finding her brought me relief. Taught me what it was like to live without temptation. But now I find myself dreaming of killing her. My desire is transforming from I want to kill someone, anyone, to I want to murder her specifically. And this is after swearing I would never lay a hand on her. The sight of Pauline sleeping, helpless to protect herself unfailingly, brings with it a hunger to squeeze the life out of her. And that's why I cannot allow myself to spend a night with her. Because when I step past the final line of defense, I will cease to be a man.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's still really funny to have
Falling
that,
in the
like,
black, slipping through the cracks,
I'm
falling
just
through the depths. Will I ever come
Okay,
back? Okay.
I want to say I think it's
That was
really
Skillet.
fucking funny that he has like this big like I'll cease to be a man bit, and like the dude just pops up in a tracksuit.
Okay, so I like.
God.
Why does
I
his
like-
bedroom outfit have like way more drip than his like
I
casual
love
clothes?
that outfit. It's good.
I honestly like
a
the
doggy
prior
one.
outfit.
Yeah, it's
I
alright.
don't like this one.
I
Very
like-
You
similar.
like the stripes with the gray
Really?
suit and the
I think
unmatched?
that I would need to see
Stripes
the
should
other one
only be
again.
on thigh highs, nothing more.
But
The
the
blue
blue is
piping
throwing me
clearly
off.
doesn't match the pants.
I don't care for the blue.
Actually, can you get rid of the text box?
It's very saturated.
There we go.
That's fine.
Didn't even have sweatpants. What's the point of wearing
Well,
something?
Bone be like, this is the definition of drip.
I am saying that it's not.
I'm
I
wait a
saying
minute.
Bone
Wait,
don't
there-
have fashion sense.
Wait,
I would
there's
say
Even
that
Bone recognizes
I
this
think
as
stripes
a failure of
stripes
the
can
design.
be done right though.
Stripes can be done right all the time, and he ain't do it
Can
right.
indeed.
Yeah,
Like, I thought the last outfit was okay for
Okay,
casual
you guys hear
wear.
me now?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but hey, can I keep going now? I'm having fun.
Aw,
Oh.
okay.
if I
No,
wore that
you can, Con. I'm sorry. Go.
if I wore that tracksuit, I would just get one that's green instead of the blue lines. I'd be wearing the shit out of it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
this
checks
one
out.
has white
I
tracks
would.
on it.
I actually prefer this one. Actually, I'd wear this.
I'll be
You'd wear
honest.
blue over green, yeah, that checks.
Blue's a good color.
There's something about Yukimasa and the way that he like dresses and acts and looks in this. Okay, not acts, but I feel like I would find this particular sprite of him on like one of those dress up flash games from like the mid 2000s.
GirlGoGames.com.
Oh God, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like the ones from
True.
Go
It's a girl game.
Games.
That's a
Alright,
girl
let's go.
game.
Girl
Yeah.
fashion.
Let's
Okay,
go.
back to the.
Let's go. He's gotta go beat some bitches
It's
up, I think.
time. Every city has an underbelly, no matter how clean it appears on the surface.
Why is he
You
something
can
like that?
try to put up appearances until the end of time, but hiding your seedy population doesn't get rid of them. And that was the very first thing I looked into when I moved here. Not because I wanted to feel safe in my new home, but the exact opposite. Because the capital of France and a large populous city, the streets of Paris were naturally kept impeccably clean. It was safe enough to walk alone at night, and you were unlikely to encounter any trouble so long as you exercised the bare minimum of caution. So I needed information about the city. Enough to guess where crimes are likely to take place. And enough to get there before the police could. I'm being followed, and the footsteps sounds like two men. This is probably good enough. I came to a comfortable distance down a poorly lit alley. Turning back, the two young men stood blocking my path. They seemed to be in their late teens, still children as far as I was concerned, but hardened in a way boys their age shouldn't be. They were both fairly tall, around my height, and kept their hands hidden in their jackets. They were hiding weapons of sort. And their mouths are contorted unnaturally into half-slack smiles. Even in the poor light, I can make out the numerous teeth that were cracked or black with rot. Well. I'm impressed you haven't been swept up by the police yet with mouths like that, you filthy addicts.
Oh, well, look, Slaney, I was trying to talk to us. How about you learn your fucking language first?
Right back at you, bitch. I'm surprised you still got your head on your shoulders walking around all alone this time of night.
Wait, is there two?
Is this the same one?
There's two of them. This is the same one, I thought, but yeah.
Wait, what? Do they have different names?
It's like how Jacopo's three friends all have the same name, but sound entirely different.
I guess I'll go with this one. You picked the wrong place to go for a midnight stroll. Oh, why'd you get your dumbass lost?
Oh, they're slender and short hair. There's your differences.
Wait, what was I? Was I short hair?
You're the short-haired guy.
Yeah.
You're the short-haired. By short-haired, they mean skinhead.
Should I just go again? I guess I'll
Just keep
go
going.
again.
Just keep going.
We'd
It's
be
fine.
happy to show you the way back. Just $1,000 an hour.
Why, thank you for such a generous offer. Is that all you have to say?
Well, we need to spend out everything for you. Hand over your goddamn money, you dumb fuck.
Just fuck her over and no one's gonna get hurt. We ain't monsters.
The boys, guffing like buffoons, pulled their hands from their jacket and from their jacket pockets, and as I had suspected, they were armed.
I will tell you for later, it is guffawing.
Guffawing, fuck.
Wait, what did you say?
I think I said guffing. Guffawing, that's what I said. I think. Anyway. The blades had visible bulk to them. Double-edged knives. I'm surprised they had anything remotely decent on them. They weren't the kind of knives you could buy at the corner store. Maybe they'd gotten them at a hunting shop, or from a friend. Part of me wished they had guns instead. That would have made this more exciting. But I knew that I was asking for too much of this city. I'd have to go somewhere more dangerous for that. which wasn't to say. The glimmer of their knives didn't excite me plenty. A hot shiver ran up my spine. Ecstasy. A deep gratification surged up within me. I could just imagine how incredible I would feel. To tear through someone's flesh with those knives.
Oh shit. Why don't you say something, huh? You fucking blind or what? Wait, F ya? Is that what it says?
Fia.
F ya. Don't want to hand it over. And we'll just kill you and take it for ourselves.
You think you can kill me with only a knife? I would love to see you try.
The fuck you laughing at, asshole?
Yeah, maybe we should back off. Something ain't right about him.
Like hell, you chicken shit. I ain't let him get away with talking that kind of shit. Fuck no!
Well, what are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. Go on. Kill me. Or did you think I would bend over and hand you my wallet simply because you started waving a knife around? You make a mockery of me. If you're not prepared to use the knife to take another man's life, then I suggest you put it back in the kitchen. Perhaps it's a bit excessive for everyday use, but at least you can peel a fruit with it. A fine idea, wouldn't you say?
I've had enough of your bullshit. Oh god, I'm not saying. You're fucking dead!
The hoodlum made a dash for me, and I beat the okay, let me repeat that. The hoodlum made a dash for me, and a beat later, his companion followed suit. I didn't waste a second either. With my eyes fixed on them, I took a step backwards, lifted my leg, and made as if I were to kick them. But instead, I threw my foot into a pile of garbage, launching it into the air. Shards of a glass bottle flew towards the first one's face. On its own, it was an ineffectual attack. He could shield himself, and anything that hit was unlikely to cause significant harm. But the split-second distraction it created was what I wanted. I closed the distance between us and pivoted around to his side. With one hand, I grabbed him by his outstretched arm, the other his collar, and then I swept his feet out from under him. As tall as he was, his drug-atrophied frame put up a little resistance, doing a clean 180 in the air before face-planting the asphalt.
Atrophied.
Oh. A look of horror spread across the other man's face as he continued his charge. He had lost a great deal of momentum, however, and the arm holding the knife had gone slightly slack. So rather than retreat, I stepped toward him, and then I bent myself backwards to avoid the blade at the last second. He screeched to a halt, then made as if he was going to turn around. But before he could, I planted my elbow into the nape of his neck. The man let out a pathetic yelp, like a frog being run over by a car, then crumbled to the ground. As soon as he hit the ground, I slammed my foot into his wrist, sending the knife spinning off into the darkness. And I did the same to his partner.
Fuck! What the hell are you, man? Alright, you win. We'll leave you alone. Let's go! That wasn't too loud.
Absolutely pathetic. That fight was so dull I'm about to fall asleep here. Is that honestly the best you could manage? The man tried to get up, so I stomped on his back. Apparently, he was more than just physically slow. You'll leave me alone. You must understand, my boy. Yes, you're the ones who attacked me. But I'm the one who baited you into it. Why on earth would I let you off with just a few bruises? Oh, no, 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 no. You're my prey.
The hell is this? Oh wait, shit, that's you.
The hell's this guy's deal? I knew something was wrong with the gear.
The other man made an attempt to escape, so I planted my foot in his face. But it seemed I put too much force into it. He crashed into the wall and slid limply to the ground. Hey now, you can't make any sudden moves or my instincts will kick in. I knocked him unconscious. What a shame. The man's nose was shattered, his face covered in blood, and his eyes rolled back. Gravity was the only force left acting on his body. For a second, I was afraid I killed him, but I could see his chest rising and falling, and his fingers twitching slightly. That was fine then. I had no intention of killing either of them after all. All I wanted was to see a little blood. From people nobody would mind seeing a little beaten up. Your friend's down, so that leaves you to entertain me. I grabbed the man by the back of the head, paying no heed to his squirming.
Fucking fuck!
And slammed his face into the asphalt. Thick blood dribbled from his nose. There wasn't much, yet it was so it was probably my imagination. But I felt as though I was enveloped in its sweet, coppery aroma. Endorphins flooded into my brain, drowning out my reason. But a small fragment of that reason, that humanity, managed to stay above the surface to admonish me. Do not kill him. Do not break your vow. Do not become a murderer. You chose the path of imperfection and conflict, of humanity. Yeah, you don't have to remind me. I'm not going to kill anyone. I just need not to cross that line, right? Taking care not to knock him out entirely, I pounded the man's face into the asphalt. Again and again and again. Listen, I don't want to get into crazy street fights over who's the strongest guy around. And I don't want to experience the thrill of participating in a fight club.
Please let me go.
All I want is to endlessly brutalize helpless insects like you. Again and again and again and again and again.
You're going to kill me. Is it that hot, really?
You're too much of a waste of human flesh for anybody to carry, even if you come crawling to them battered and bloody.
A little bit, yeah.
Screams echoed through the dimly lit alleyway. Of course, the biggest waste of oxygen here is me.
Help! Somebody help me!
Help! You're the idiot who chose to jump me this far out of the way. No one's around to hear you scream. Glancing down, I noticed my hand was dripping with blood. It had probably splattered onto my jacket as well. I'm going to wipe myself down before I go home. I thought as I continued to pummel the man. The scent of blood calmed my raging spirit. The sounds of screams and taste of despair filled my ravenous soul. When his shouts and cries began to falter, I let go of the man's head. Bloody foam oozing from his mouth. His whole body twitched on the ground. I rose to my feet, kicking the man over so I could see his face. Not that it was much of a face anymore. I pressed my heel into his chest, causing a splatter of blood to blow out of his mouth.
Help me! Please, don't kill me!
The once ferocious man was now begging like a small child to be spared. What? Surrendering already? How underwhelming. I haven't nearly had my fill yet. Oh, here's an idea. I wonder what I can do with those knives you pulled on me. How about cutting off your fingers, one by one, until there's none left? Doesn't that sound like so much fun?
Please, no more. I'm so sorry.
I have no interest in your apologies. In fact, I almost want to thank you for the evening's entertainment. The one thing I could really ask for is you not giving in so soon.
I can't. You're going to kill me.
Well, that's That's terribly unfortunate. And so you know, I've never actually killed anyone. I take great pains to avoid crossing that particular line. Honestly, I don't feel like going all the way would really change much after a beating so severe. But there's a voice inside me telling me that it won't let me do that. I used to think that it was whatever tiny bit of conscience I had, but I've come to realize that isn't the case. Tell me, do you have any idea what it is?
I have no idea. Help. Don't kill me, please.
Of course you wouldn't know. You think I'm some kind of psychopath, don't you?
I don't. I promise. Oh, please. Have mercy.
You want mercy? Then beg me for it. Plead like the sad little animal you are.
Please, have mercy. I'll do anything. I'll give you all the money I have. I'm so sorry. I'm begging you to spare me.
As you wish. I'm done here. You get yourself to a hospital before you die. And don't tell anyone there about me. For I doubt they'd give it much stock beyond the scuffle between low lives. I don't want to take any unnecessary risk. The man gave me several rapid nods and began to crawl away, whimpering. It seemed like he was trying to push himself to his feet, but not having any luck. But I didn't give a damn about what happened to him next. What I needed to do was wipe the blood off me, get me home, and sleep. And watch to see if any dead bodies showed up on the news over the next few days. I didn't even give the beaten and battered pair a second glance. They were the dregs of humanity, and so they were fair game. Of course, as I had told the one man, I was the lowest scum of all. I pulverized men to quench my thirst. But I never killed them. I kept my vow. I wasn't so far gone as to think anything over than anything. Let me rephrase that. I wasn't so far gone as to think anything other than murder was okay, though. I knew perfectly well that what I was doing was was reprehensible. And still, in spite of that fact, I yearned for something more.
Okay, can everyone hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, good. Letting myself in. Wait, is Yukimasa out? Well, darn. That ruins my plans. Might as well poke around while I'm here. Maybe I'll find out something new about him. Sorry for sneaking around like this, Yukimasa. Only a couple hours earlier, Yukimasa and I had been hanging out together, talking and smiling and laughing and watching TV.
Con?
Con?
Perhaps got whisked away.
I worked my curse because I was a little bit jelly. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh.
I'm playing. I didn't do nothing. I'm serious. Oh no, what
You
happened?
gotta stop using your manifestation for
It
evil.
looks like the only murder victim in the back alley was Khan's PC.
Damn.
We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait.
We can wait.
Damn.
I would say, I don't know if that really like came across, but I do enjoy voicing Yukimasa.
I can tell.
No,
I can believe that.
good.
Yeah.
You got a boner for murder.
I've Justin, the amount of times I laughed every time, like, if he's going off about murder and beating these people, and then I hear the fucking screenshot.
Listen, Yukimasa's cool, nice, and relatable. I mean,
AC, you are not relatable to him. You want
Oh.
him. You want to fuck
You
him.
wanted
I
to be
don't.
the Joker so
No,
bad.
I don't.
You hear me?
Yeah, we can. Okay, hold on, everyone, shut up. Khan's back.
Yes. I hear you.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
No, it was deathly quiet. I felt a chill in the air as I stood there, all by myself. When Yukimasa had a key made for me, he probably didn't think I would use it to sneak in when he wasn't around. He wouldn't have trusted me with it if he did. And up until today, I'd always gotten in touch before coming over. A surprise inspection like this was a first. Anyway, I need to figure out why he won't let me stay the night. Maybe he keeps all his naughty stuff by his bed but doesn't want me to see it. There's some kind of exhilarating about seeing you secretly digging around your boyfriend's house. Now, contain yourself, Pauline. And because of that weird little voice in my head. But really, I don't have any reason to be concerned. Here goes nothing. Ooh! I spy a DVD case! Do we have a classic case of dirty videos under the bed here? A gore horror B movie? Oh, I was hoping I'd find porn. Wait, why am I disappointed? I'm kinda surprised. Yukimasa never struck me as a gory movie guy. Maybe he secretly spends his evenings binge-watching splatter films. I can understand why he wouldn't want to tell me, but that's hardly enough to scare me off. Now, if he asked me to watch one with him, I'd probably have to close my eyes for most of it. But who knows? Maybe it could turn out to be fun? Where should I look next? Oh, how about his laptop? Laptop. Ah! Huh? It needs a password to boot up. What could it be? Maybe he used my name? Let's give it a shot. Of course not. We've only been dating for 2 months. He wouldn't use my name for a password this soon. Oh. There's still other things I can try. His birthday? Oh, nope, that wasn't it. Alright, what about Nibbon? No, why would it be that? Ugh, I'm running out of ideas. Oh crap, it locked me out! Now he's going to know I tried to get into it. This is bad. This is real bad. Is there any way to undo the lock? Oh no. Footsteps! He's home! He's coming this way! Crap, crap, crap! I need somewhere to hide! Oh, a wardrobe! That looks big enough to fit me in! Oh, move your butt, Pauline!
Oh, the laptop's open. Did I leave it that way?
Shoot! He's gonna see I mess with it!
I suppose I must have.
Phew. I'm in the clear now. Wait, I just think this through it all. Hiding here was a terrible idea. Now I have no way out! How airheaded can you be, Pauline? If you just said, oh, sir, he probably would have bought it without batting an eye. But you look like a total creeper if you just tap out of this wardrobe. On the bright side, it is kind of nice to see him in his neutral habitat. I peeked through the wardrobe's door, trying to best keep my heart from leaping out of my throat. When he was with me, he always had a pleasant smile, so there was something refreshing about seeing him stone-faced now. Obviously, it'd be weird if he was always smiling to himself, but still, he looked almost like a different man when he was on his own. Finally taking my eyes off his face, I realized he was wearing a sweatsuit. Had he been out night jogging or something? He liked physical activity, so by itself, that wouldn't be unusual. But what did seem off was him saying he had business to attend to and sending me home as if all he was going was for a jog. He also looked exhausted. Was jogging supposed to wear you out so much? It would probably take a lot out of me since I never got much physical activity. But unlike me, Yukimasa was in shape. Regardless, physical activity meant sweat, and sweat meant he would go take a shower next, right? And then I could sneak out while he was in there.
I can't be bothered to take a shower tonight. I need to sleep.
You can't be bothered! And there he goes, right into bed. So much for that plan. I went to bed drenched in sweat anyway, that had to reek. Slovenly was the last thing I expected to find out he was. After a few minutes, I could see his chest moving slowly up and down. My good, strong, healthy Yukimasa was quick to fall asleep too. As much as I wanted to stay here and watch the night, now that he was asleep, I could safely leave. I pushed the wardrobe door open, slowly and carefully, trying not to make a noise. The lights were off too, so I needed to be especially watchful of where I stepped so I didn't trip over anything. Tiptoeing my way toward the door, I abruptly came to a stop. Maybe I could just climb in beside. People me an airhead all the time, but even I had enough sense to realize how outrageous an idea that was. Not only had I snuck into his house without permission, now I was thinking about sneaking into bed with him, like it was something out of a trashy romance novel. On the other hand, we were dating. Maybe he would think of it as a pleasant surprise. That was pushing my luck, wasn't it? He would wake up in the morning and see me there. It would probably give him a really big scare. It might even creep him out so much he'd break up with me. Still, the sight of him sleeping there, so innocent and vulnerable, was too much for me to resist. Who wouldn't want to run their fingers along that big back or put their arms around that perfectly slender waist? My conscience was screaming at me to behave and go home. But the primal part of me pulled me closer and closer to the bed. I carefully lifted one knee onto the bed, and the mattress let out a deafening creak. My heart leapt into my throat, but the sound didn't seem to evoke Yukimasa. I stretched my arm out toward him. With every passing moment, the pounding of my heart grew more and more intense. I worried the sound might wake him up. I brushed the tips of my fingers across his cheek, then through his hair. He showed no signs of waking. He was always the mature older one, but it felt like we'd switched places now. The image brought a little smile to my face, dissolving all the remaining tension in the air. It was safe to get a little closer, wasn't it? He wasn't going to wake up. My heart rate leapt back up as I lowered myself onto his bed, cuddling up next to him. Oh my gosh, I was actually in the same bed with him. How brazen of you, Pauline. I could feel his breath on my lips as I gazed upon his face. I was on cloud 9, and I wanted to keep going even higher. Rationally, I knew I had to get out. He woke up. But I was well past rationality at that point. Huh? In my excitement, it took me a few extra moments to notice the strange smell in his sweats. Something sharp layered beneath the scent of his sweat. I couldn't sit though. So my curiosity would have to remain unsatisfied for now. As I lay there, basking in bliss, my eyelids started to grow heavy. Pauline, you can't go to sleep. You have to go home and now. But as hard as I tried to push myself out of bed, it was just too warm and cozy here, too.
In my dreams, I'm drenched in the fresh red blood. People dying all around me. Everyone dying. No, not simply dying. I'm killing them. A man begs me to spare his life, so I sever his head. A woman implores me that she is with child, so I disembowel her. A man invokes the name of his god, so I tell him I know no such deity. And when the pile of corpses grows, arms, legs, heads and torsos, entrails and brains, it's all there. It's everywhere. In my shadow stands a maid with vacant eyes. I repeatedly try to kill her, but she won't die, so I keep her. Grinning, I order the maid to take a body and make a meal of it. She does as I demand, serving me a human meat soup. The maid always wears a smile, but her madness can never compare to mine. I cackle uncontrollably, howl like a wild beast.
Sorry, I was not expecting to be British. Is that all, Master? Are you not going to dismember me? You could try stabbing my face, or my neck, or my stomach, or any other part of me. Perhaps then I might die. Oh, now don't look at me like I'm some sort of exotic creature.
A man who isn't a man, a woman who isn't herself, imprisoned together in a dark, decrepit mansion. I believe the woman to be the witch, but the witch is elsewhere, looking down on me.
Remember that you have always incapable of saving anyone. Only of taking. Remember and suffer. Agonize. Writhe. Anguish. Grieve. Suffer. Suffer!
The witch is right. I've always been enamored with death, with killing. My hands are only capable of taking, not offering. I am a monster. My lust for blood will always overwhelm any affection I manage to muster. That's the simple truth. Look at all the blood I've spilt. Look at me cackling as I sit upon this mountain of bodies. Oh, Pauline. What are you doing here? You can't see me like this. Not while I'm a beast, driven by nothing but primal instincts. Stay back, or I might end up killing you too. Though, to tell you the truth, I've always wanted to kill you. With your chains, you bring tranquility to my world. You're the only one who can keep me tethered to the ground. And I can only imagine how incredible a release it would be to tear them off. I need you to live for me, and I long to kill you more than anyone else. But this is a dream. I have nothing to lose by indulging my desires. It's not real, so I have no need for a tether. It's not real, so I can do whatever I please. This is the one place I don't have to hold myself back. Pauline, let me hear how you wail, and let me see how you writhe.
I can't breathe. You can't wake up.
I've been so miserable for so long. Roughing up low lives never did anything for me. It only staved off the hunger for a little while. The only thing that could truly satisfying is the hope draining from the eyes of someone who made a real difference in my life.
What's done you? Yukimasa.
Pauline's neck was even slighter than I had imagined. Leaning in slightly was all it would take to snap it. I can feel her pulse on the palm of my hand. I can feel every grasp and grunt as she forced out on my arms, my chest, my face.
You're going to kill me.
A wave of ecstasy surged up within me. Dream or not, I was strangling her. At long last, I was squeezing the life out of her.
I can't breathe. Yukimasa. Please don't help.
At long last.
Yukimasa. Ew.
Something told me this wasn't the first time I heard Pauline's dying gasp. Pauline. She believed in me. She put her faith in a beast that went out in search for him. I cannot allow myself to be the kind of monster that would murder a woman like her. I have to change. I will change the future. When my life here comes to an end, I vow to make my next one better. A fragment of my memory. A vow exchanged long ago. The pieces were too vague to see who or where it was, or if it was even a memory of something that actually occurred. But what did it matter? Why would I uphold a vow I knew nothing about in a dream? For years I've held back, fought the urges, kept my word. It didn't even matter if it was the first or the third time I'd killed her. This was a dream, and I was going to do as I pleased. This was the whole reason I was having a dream in the first. This was a dream. This indescribable lifelike sensation was a dream. These incomparably vivid cries were a dream. No, they weren't. This isn't a dream. Pauline! The fog of my dreams rapidly receded, and my narrow vision filled out. Pauline was splayed out limply beneath me. For a brief moment, I questioned what she was doing in my room, but quickly discarded the thought as unimportant. Did I actually kill Pauline? Pauline! Hey, Pauline, stay with me! Is she breathing? I put my hand on her chest and my ear to her lips, but nothing. She wasn't breathing. No, how could I? After I did everything in my power to stop myself from hurting you. Pauline! I shook her by the shoulder. I slapped her cheeks, but nothing brought the light back to her eyes. I shouted her name, I shouted her some more, I smacked her again, I repeated the cycle who knows how many times, and I got no more reaction out of her than a mannequin. Pauline, please breathe for me. Pauline! Out of other ideas, but desperate to do something, I started performing CPR. I had no idea if I was doing it correctly, or if it was even the right thing to do in this situation. For as many ways as I could devise to kill a man, I was clueless on how to save one. But I couldn't just sit around to do nothing. Hands that only ever brought pain when out trying to reverse it. Fingers that only knew the taste of blood now sought to imbue life. And I was painfully aware of the irony when these same hands had squeezed the life out of her in the first place. I blew air into her dozens of times, but Pauline's body remained limp. Sweat dripped from my forehead onto her ghostly white cheeks. With each new attempt to resuscitate her, The bed beneath us creaked like it was a screeching banshee. Pauline. Pauline. I shouted her name. I pressed the heel of my hand into her breast. I blew into her mouth. I had been going in circles for no knows how long. But her eyes remained murky and gray. Her mouth hung faintly open, but no sound slipped through her lips, neither her voice calling her my name, nor the wisp of her breath. This was the moment I so dearly longed for. And yet all I felt was maddening despair. I had destroyed her once again. I had killed her yet again. I had failed to uphold my vow. Failed to protect the one person I needed the most. The one person who should have lived. This was proof that I would never change. I would always be a savage, bloodthirsty beast. No, even beast was too good for me. I was no more than a lowly fiend. It didn't matter how many tries you gave me. I would always travel down the same path. I should have distanced myself from her before it even reached this point. Pushed her away. At least then, she'd be able to live in peace as she wished. I should have never let her in. And when I reached the deepest depths of my thoughts, Pauline's throat spasmed. My eyes went wide, and the next second, she took a huge breath. A glimmer had begun to return to her eyes. Pauline.
What? Yukimasa? Alright, I remember now. Thank goodness. You're back to yourself. That's a relief.
Pauline, I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry for hurting you like that.
Hurt, but I'm alive. So it's water under the bridge.
I saw that.
We were all thinking it.
No, we weren't.
No. I screen capped that because that is genuinely the funniest thing that she's ever said. That is the funniest fucking
Wait,
thing
what'd she
I've
say?
ever heard her say.
Wait, what'd she say? What I miss?
Hey, I'm alive anyway, so it's water under the bridge, I
Oh,
guess.
that.
Like, come on.
She literally wakes up and is like, forget about it.
You see, this is his excuse for getting this
This
picture.
is the pinnacle. No, I'm just gonna go back and get the CG.
Let me have my hot sad sadist
The
time.
CG will just be there. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
But
no, I wanted to record the line. I think it's funny. Anyway.
How was anything okay? She had been mere moments of death, and I had pushed her there. How could she be smiling at me like this when I had just strangled her? Why did she not berate me? Where did the overwhelming gentle warmth in her eyes come from? Pauline took a few minutes to catch her breath and collect herself, for which I sat and waited in silence. The only sound in the night was the rhythmic ticking of the second hand. She didn't make eye contact with me, and I obviously couldn't look her in the eyes, so time simply flowed like molasses between us. After what felt like forever, she let out a strained "I'm alright now." I nodded, and then turned to her and handed her my phone. Call the police. Turn me in. I'll confess to anything and everything. Her eyes went wide. But the confusion only lasted a few seconds, and her face quickly turned into a grimace. She wasn't a child. She knew good and well what I had done. That I had attempted to murder her. We were assailant and victim.
Before I do anything, I want you to talk to me. I want to know more about you, Yukimasa.
You want to talk? After I nearly killed you? Have you lost your mind?
Yes, I want to talk. I want to understand why. If you attacked me because you hated me, that would be one thing. But that's not what it was about, is it? There's another better reason.
There was no better reason. I could claim I simply panicked, but what I did went far beyond any reasonable definition of panic. Even though I did believe it was a dream in the moment, my desire to kill her was no less sincere for it. Nothing I could say could possibly justify or explain away my actions.
Be clear. I don't want assurances. I don't want you to sugarcoat anything to make it palatable for me. I just want to know the real, genuine you.
Her words cut off my train of thought. It was beginning to sound like she knew that the man that was around her was a mere facade. She looked me straight in the eyes. Her gaze is unflinching, undetermined. Are you serious? Do you really want to see what lies underneath the mask? Are you really prepared to cross that line?
It's alright. I'm ready for anything. So please, tell me.
Are you absolutely sure about this, Pauline? Are you sure you want to shatter the illusions of me being your respectable boyfriend? Well, alright then. If you're really sure then, okay, I'll bite the bullet. I'll tell you everything, strip myself bare and show you the hideous creature within. And so, after I laid everything out for her, the nature and the extent of my desires, that I had been deeply enamored with others' pain since I was a child. That anyone I interacted with was constantly, with anyone I interacted with, I was constantly imagining them dying. That I had not yet killed anyone, but I had done everything short of it. I told her where I'd been this evening. And that it was something I did regularly. And finally, I confessed to fantasizing about killing her too. She sat and listened quietly the entire time. Her only reaction was an occasional grimace. My whole life I'd reveled in causing others pain. Seeing her so emotionally devastated, I felt a pang of regret for the first time in my life. This is why you need to turn me in, for your own safety and as well as others. I'm barely able to stop myself from killing anyone now, but there's no saying when a dam might break, and even without that, it could easily hit me with a list of battery charges long enough to fill a book. It's more than enough to have me thrown behind bars. Allow me to apologize, Pauline, for all the pain I've caused, and for deceiving you into being with a man like me. You deserve to be with a man who deserves you. Pauline, not one who's twisted and broken like me. That's what I want most for you. If you can't report me, then I'll turn myself in. So please, Pauline.
Out of question. I won't turn you in, and I won't let you turn yourself in either.
But then
What made you willing to turn yourself in now and not any of the other countless opportunities you've had? That you almost killed me. Which just goes to show how important I really am to you.
Yes, you are, as I've said, I'm able to forget about the monster I am when I'm with you. But
Go on. I'm listening. Don't worry. I want to know how you really feel.
what I feel for you is not what you feel for me. I don't love you. You're the chains that keeps my desires trapped away. I want you, but for entirely selfish reasons. My attraction to you is completely, utterly self-serving.
Well, darn. So you really are just going along with what I wanted, huh?
Her response is surprisingly cool-headed, considering I explicitly told her I didn't love her. But that smile she wore appeared to be on the verge of tears. You have every right to cut me out of your life. I can't give you what you want, and you'll never be happy with me.
You know, my love for you is self-serving too, I think. These feelings, they make me happy. And I wouldn't still be here if they didn't. I don't love you for you. I love you for me. I mean, sure, it's kind of a bummer that you don't feel the same way. Like, wow, so it was all an act, huh? But it's sad. But it doesn't hurt that much. Like, I still mean a lot to you, though. We may not feel the exact same way, but that's so much better than you feeling nothing.
What on earth are you talking about? I just confessed to a litany of crimes. The only thing you should feel for me right now is repulsion. You need to get me out of your life now.
Ugh, you think that's not exactly what I want to do? But I can't. I can't just control how I feel.
I gasped at her sudden outburst. No, it probably wasn't sudden. She was just acting collected and could no longer keep it up. And how could I blame her? If anything, her reaction was still restrained for everything I'd done.
I've been trying this entire time to make myself not like you, but it hasn't worked. Not one bit. I desperately want to cut you out, but I can't bring myself to. I know you've done terrible, horrible things, but I can't call the police on you, and I don't want anyone else to either. This isn't easy for me. It doesn't make sense to me either. I care too much to just throw you away at the drop of a hat. And I don't know why. We've only been together for 2 months. I'm even more confused than you.
Pauline, I'm sorry. Really, there's something more appropriate I could say to her. But a trite, uninspired I'm sorry is the best I can manage. She put her head in her hands and sobbed.
I was like,
And after some time, she looked up, wrapped her arms around me, and squeezed.
I've been thinking. And it seems like your mind is made a little differently than others.
You could say that.
So it's like when I see a puppy and start fawning over it, or my eyes go sparkly at a pretty outfit. The pleasure I get from things like is tied to hurting people in your mind.
I suppose that's right. Although describing it that way makes it sound like nothing more than a difference in interest.
Sorry, but it makes sense to me that way. I can't imagine how difficult it must be for you. You have an uncontrollable for something our society's declared as wrong. It's not possible for you to live both in this world and have fulfillment. As long as you remain in the society, your only hopes are to live unfulfilled or become an outcast. It's miserable having to bury yourself. It's suffocating. It hurts not being able to share your interests with anyone. You've had to deal with that so long. I feel terrible for you.
Don't. I don't deserve your sympathy. You should feel bad for the countless people I've hurt. Not the one who hurt them.
You're right. That's what anyone else would do. You've done lots of terrible things, and your victims absolutely deserve sympathy. The whole world would revile you and feel bad for them if they knew. You've already got our entire society poised to turn against you. So you need at least one person who will acknowledge your pain. One person who will accept you for who you are. And I want that person to be me.
I used to think you were a sensible woman, but it seems I've misjudged you. You too have a fair few screws loose.
I probably do, yeah. Hey, I want to propose something. A mad request from a mad woman.
Yeah?
I've decided I can't leave you. I won't abandon you, and I won't stop loving you. So if you have to kill someone, make me your first.
What? You could possibly be serious, Pauline.
I can't, I am. I don't want you to hurt anyone else. But if you do end up killing someone, I'd rather be dead than left behind to watch as you're dragged away from. And then, once you've killed me, turn yourself in.
You're joking, right?
Do you think I would joke about that? Didn't you say it was the chains that kept you tethered to the ground?
Yeah, I did, but...
Well, I'm putting on them being sturdy chains. Though I did almost lose that bet just tonight. Once the chains stop being effective, you'll lose control. So I want you to make me your first and last. Don't find a replacement for me.
God, you really mean it. You genuinely want to stay with me despite what I am.
I do. I can't control how I feel. And no matter what, I'll never be able to not love you. I think I may have my own set as well. Unbreakable chains of love. Even after hearing his confession, I chose not to condemn Yukimasa, which I suppose made me guilty as him. But that was what I wanted. As crazy it may have seemed to anyone else. Not that I was entirely confident in my decision either. In opening up to each other, in coming to better know one another, a glimmer of hope had formed between us. But how much longer would it be able to last? Would he be able to suppress his urges for another 10 years? 20? What about 30? The more I thought about it, the more uncertain I grew. But for the time being, I just wanted to treasure being able to be with him. That was the life I chose. Good morning, Yukima! Look, I borrowed your kitchen and made bacon and eggs. It's a little burnt, but it should taste fine.
Good morning, Pauline.
Why are you squinting at me like that?
I was just trying to figure out if last night was all a dream or not.
Nope, wasn't a dream. Which is why you really should hop in the shower now. You conked right out after we were done, so you still smell pretty ripe.
I distinctly remember attacking those lowlifes last night. So it was all real then. It's only been one night though. How could she have possibly have come to terms with it so quickly? How on earth is she able to act so cheery? Although I guess it's better than her being gloomy. Such a bizarre juxtaposition. A normalcy of her cooking breakfast next to the fact that she knows I'm a monster. Do I? Then I suppose I'll take a shower first.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, one other thing.
Yes?
You can be yourself around me. You don't have to put on your usual facade.
If you're okay with that, then sure, I can. But just so you know, that means I won't smile anymore.
Oh, that's no big deal. I know the real Yukimasa now. I'll do just fine without the fake smile. I'm quite fond of the brusque, stone-faced you too. It's a charming look.
If you say so, thanks. I nearly killed her yesterday. Here she is, a bright smile on her face. She may as well be even more defective than me.
Ugh. Oh wait, no, is B Maria still, or...
Oh shit. Doing double time. Damn, can't believe I didn't get to
yeah.
choke
Yeah,
myself.
Randy's passed the fuck
Welcome
out.
back.
I'm bored out of my skull. It's lunchtime and still not a single customer. When I started, I was like, hell yeah, free money, but it turns out the cost is my sanity.
Get it, girl.
Good afternoon. Oh, for God's sakes, every time.
Well, if you don't want us, we'll happily leave, but we came to see you.
No, by all means, bathe me in the glorious light of your love. So, want the usual ham sandwich to go?
Yes, please. But we need a quick break before we go back out, so coffee first? And can we have the window seat?
Anywhere you like, my friends. The window, the counter, doing a strip show on the table, take your pick.
Oh.
Do you always have to be so crass?
You want to see her strip too, don't you, dude? Just think about it. Your girl starts taking off her clothes in public. You can't get action like that in bed.
Maria!
Nudity doesn't interest me terribly too much. She can keep her clothes on if she wants.
Seems like a weird thing to be saying as, you know, her boyfriend. Was that maybe a touchy subject?
No, I'm quite functional, thank you.
That's not something someone functional says, but go off.
I've had sex with many peoples and enjoy it.
Jesus.
She's like,
Oh,
what, you don't want
Shinobi
He's like,
shocked.
what, you don't want to see your girlfriend take her clothes off? I'm a normal, functional human being, and I can be trusted around knives. I mean, what?
I'm a human man from your human Earth.
I told you, this is the best. This is simultaneously the best and worst
This
story
would be
for
the most
reasons.
awkward comedy
Anyhow.
ever.
Oh my god, I fucking love these two so much.
I love it. I
Uh,
love it. They're both
The most
idiots.
awkward comedy ever.
Okay. Oh.
They're both
great.
brain dead. I love it.
Great to hear.
Somebody clip that.
Anywho, you seem kind of different. More tight-ass than usual.
Ha!
You're not, like, fighting, are you?
Of course not.
If in fact, I'd say we're closer now than we've ever been before.
Really now?
Calm down.
We talked about it, and Yukimasa is going to be himself from now on. He still has to pretend to be a good boy at work, though.
Yeah, that's what we're calling it! That's what we're calling it!
Damn.
Oh, I see. Wait,
Jesus
huh? I
fucking
mean,
Christ.
I did always get the feeling he was kind of fake, but... You're okay with this, Pauline?
What? Is there anything to not be okay about?
Yes,
Several
Paul.
fucking things, but you know, well, if you don't have a problem with it, who am I to judge?
Yeah,
I
girl, I
get the-
guess.
I get the distinct feeling that they strayed even farther out the past since the last time I saw them. What the hell happened between those two? Not that it's any of my business. I should go make them their shit.
It's so nice out today. What do you want to do? We could go for a walk like last time, but what do you think about renting?
I'm fine with that. What kind of movie did you have in mind?
A splatter film.
Do you honestly want to watch a splatter film?
Nope, not even the slightest.
She's so fucking horny, my god.
Yukimasa, probably. Well, I don't know. I forget who this is. This might be Pauline.
I wonder how other people see us. From the outside, we just look like another happy couple, don't we? We can take a walk together on a beautiful summer day. We can go on a date together like any other loving couple. But wrapped around our interlaced fingers of invisible chains.
Is that it?
Okay, let it rip, Orange.
Oh wait, there's more?
Wait, what? Huh?
No. This is the new story. I think this slides into Yakoba.
Yeah.
Do we want to? I think here's a good.
This is a good.
Holy
good
shit!
Good stop point.
Rolling Star.
Paul, you're so dumb.
Thank you for getting through my favorite. No, not my favorite, because I do enjoy. I guess I like genuinely enjoy whatever the fuck Yakopo and Morgana got going on, but like that's the funniest fucking story.
I want what Yukimasa has.
I worry about you, AC. I worry about you.
Find yourself a girl that loves you for who you are, even if she's
Pauline,
broken.
no. Pauline literally is the epitome of no wait, I can fix him.
Honestly, no, she's not. No, she's not.
She is the she is. You open up the textbook, you look for ride or die of the definition, and you just see a picture of Pauline.
This is not. I can fix him. This is not. I can fix him. It's I can make this work.
Yeah.
It's worse. It's not I can fix him. It's
Not-
I can't fix him.
I
but
can't
I'm
fix him.
Still sticking in.
I can hide him though.
Oh,
Is it like I can contain him though?
No,
Not
it's I
even
want a dog.
ideal.
No, she
think I
openly
choked myself too
offered
hard
that
on
that he could kill her if he thought that it would help him.
I don't think that's
Then
gonna
he has to
fly
kill
in
himself
court.
I think the
and
things
he
that
did it.
Yeah.
I mean,
the things
I
that
don't know. If you-
Yukimasa I think the things that Yukimasa would do to her in the bedroom would be things that would be very much frowned upon in feminism.
I
think
don't understand. I don't.
Pauline, I'm bored. I'm going to kill you.
Oh God, no.
Like I don't understand, man. Come on, like
Diversity when the asexual is a serial killer.
She's dumb, Judge. She's not dumb. She's just desperate.
I don't understand. I don't. I don't.
You should not understand.
Listen, I dream of finding myself someone like Pauline.
Logical sense. It's
Like
literally
I said, I
just
worry about
like
you, AC.
feelings. Feelings are everything.
I think I choked myself too hard.
Damn,
Oh,
Con,
what?
you don't understand how much I wanted to do that. You don't get it.
You wanted to choke yourself?
Listen.
No.
Listen.
I'm listening.
I'm not gonna.
You can't just say listen then anyway. What were you gonna say?
I get it. I understand.
Can I say something on this regard?
I don't. I've had horrible experiences choking.
Can I say something about this?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
When during that choking scene, I'm like, God damn, kind of want to be Yukimasa. I'm not gonna lie. There's something fairly appealing.
So, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how'd you enjoy the show?
About the whole choking someone.
No, I've had bad
Not killing
experiences.
them. Not killing them, mind you.
I've had bad experiences with choking, so I'm not a big fan of it.
You do have to choke correctly. Someone get the chart.
Yeah.
But anyhow.
Side of the head.
Grab the
Side of
sides,
the
not the
neck.
center.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Actually, grab the sides, not the center.
Yeah.
Wait, what side?
The
side of the neck.
What else could be choking?
Side is
I
blood.
thought I could
As
choke
air,
myself
air will
back
kill
in
someone.
the desperation of
I don't know about
being
joking porn.
realistic, but I grabbed the center instead.
Con. What?
See, B's gonna teach you how to choke yourself right.
You have to learn how to do it
No.
properly.
I mean, like that's
Lord.
like the center is like that's the thing where like if you want to like actually like that's bad. That's like bad because that could actually like kill someone if you go for the center. You want to?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck,
You
I
wanna-
didn't
Yeah.
myself.
I didn't know that there was a whole.
Center is like when you actually want to kill someone.
I didn't know that there were a bunch of people
Yeah,
here
words
that know
are
how
lies
to
if you ever,
erotically asphyxiate.
want to
You
kill
should
someone.
why
if
didn't
you're
you
gonna
That's
do
how you
it.
Listen, I learned a lot of things this year.
We mean things.
Man.
Man.
Joshy,
Yeah,
we
Joshy, go
understand.
ahead.
We
No,
understand.
I can't wrap my mind around it.
It's a kink.
It's
It's
okay.
the actual
It's a
king.
thing, Joshy. It's just some people are into it.
Sometimes you
and
can't
It
wrap
might
your
not
head
be
around
your
a
thing.
kink.
It's just a thing.
You know, Rindy, how do you not understand?
Like monster fucking.
I don't understand that one.
Yeah.
Big. Anyways.
Oh yeah, I guess.
What about
I've never dreamed of
vampirism?
railing a monster girl.
I mean,
I don't like monster girls.
It depends on
Pretty,
what the
like,
monster is.
mainstream. I mean, Twilight was a thing.
Or
12
dream
years
that
ago.
you're being railed by Bowser.
I don't like these thoughts. I don't like the
These
idea
thoughts
about
are disturbing
I feel
people
like
right now.
I feel like I would prefer to do the do than to be done, but that's neither here nor there.
Like I said, AC, I worry sometimes.
You're just now? Well,
No,
look to the
always,
positive.
Now you're worried as he like makes this massive like screen about being in love with Carnage. I mean, I know
Oh,
you're just playing
yeah,
a
you did mention
character,
that.
but it's fun.
So, do you think Yukimasa does cares at sex about all? Yeah.
Oh
but-
no, he never has.
I was wondering
In
about
any
that.
timeline, he's never have.
Not
Yeah.
about
I'm very curious exactly how much Pauline does, though.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, what was the
She's
question?
just in love with his
I
car.
don't think
how
she's
much
given it much
Yukimasa
thought.
cares about sex.
Yeah, I guess
He-
so.
Sex? I thought. Okay, how does Yukimasa actually love
and-
Pauline? Is that the
No,
question?
No.
several other
And
times.
He
No.
told her he doesn't.
How whether Pauline cares about sex.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess she wouldn't.
She did
might.
because like originally she's like, yeah, I want to have like 3 or 4 kids. But
That's
like,
different.
but I
Yeah,
mean,
but,
she's
you
willing
kinda
to like
need
give that
to-
up.
He could. I don't know how
They
you
could
make that
adopt.
relationship work without murder.
I was thinking like it was like a horny thing, then I thought, no, it's not that. It's
No.
not that, is it?
It would make more sense if it was, but it isn't.
I think she
Which is
just
kinda
wants. I think that she just likes the idea of being in a horrible romance. I think she's
God.
like, it's in like a book. It's like a trashy book.
God, those bad fanfics from fanfic.nut.
I'm gonna keep my
come on.
fucking. I'm gonna keep my lips fucking stapled, dude.
I mean, Bad
God
Romance is
damn
a
it.
good one, but like I literally
Why
just
What did you
posted
say,
the
Vanilla Boy?
I literally just
What?
posted a link to Monster, and that's basically what happened.
Oh my
Wait, what?
goodness. Vanilla? Are you really white boy? You gonna call me Vanilla Boy, white boy?
Not
Joshy.
ethnicity.
This
Oh,
one.
you're gonna call
Take
me?
it rocky road, Joshy.
Joshy, you
Joshy,
did
you're also
that.
white, aren't you?
Joshy, you did that kink test, and it said you were vanilla on it.
Like 90% vanilla. That
If
was
anything, you were bragging.
Like vanilla
Wait.
is in OG pureness.
yeah, as in
But
like
as in
Awesome,
plain,
cute.
as in
which
plain
is
sex.
which
Under
is
the-
fine. There's
under
nothing.
the
First of all,
sheet.
hold on for all these people out here kink shaming. There's nothing wrong with vanilla either. Anyways,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
It is also a perfectly decent flavor.
I'm
Especially
gonna.
fresh
You know what? No, this.
vanilla.
And
Fine,
sometimes you
I'm
can
gonna
get some
post this. This is my kink.
Forgot what my charts.
I don't know why, because I'm not looking at the Discord right now, but I'm expecting to see something really silly. And if it's Bionicles, I swear to God.
My
It's
fetish
not
is-
Bionicles.
Specific.
Oh, okay.
It is seeing a woman go through the 5 stages of grief.
How's that working out
It
for you,
says
Josh?
something really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It worked once.
Maybe
That's not triple success rate.
What?
I mean, that's one of one time.
Yeah, that's one. That's one.
I have 100% track rate, baby.
You know.
Actually,
what?
it's actually 2 times because I think I said some cornball shit in front of that girl I had to reject.
Uh-oh.
See, I say stuff like that all the
Now,
time.
why
and
did you
people just
have
laugh at me.
to?
Well, I didn't have to. I just didn't want to be in a relationship with her.
You
I
know,
just didn't have. I didn't have an attraction to her.
I guess that is a decent
Oh,
reason.
the story about
This is getting a little too personal for
I
a
can't.
lot.
Yeah. Fucking sorry. I apologize.
So the way the way
Wait, it was still
Yukimasa and
going?
Pauline bring up things in the evil.
Listen, I only want to choke someone if I really want to kill them.
You see, Yukimasa brings out
Remember,
the Pauline in all of us.
Keep things safe, sane.
Really?
I feel like I'm more sane than Pauline.
I feel like Pauline
mean,
brings
you
out the
probably
Yukimasa
are.
and me. I don't know where you're getting the other way around from.
It's not even that.
Anywho.
It's not even outside of
So
being
I
choked.
actually had a question
Yeah.
involving this.
Okay.
So Maria is also in this story. Does
I
this
mean-
mean that Yakupo may actually know Yukimasa and Pauline as well? Any theories on that, guys?
I'm gonna tell you this for free right now. Nobody knows anybody like other than like the physical interactions that you've seen. The only people who remember anything are Giselle and Michelle.
Yeah, we saw it in like whenever we first saw them in the time skip. or not time skip, but the resurrection or whatever. Like we already know that they don't know each other.
Yeah, they don't know each other at best. In Mel's in Mel and Nell's story, they speak that it's kind of like phantom magic residue in their back of their minds telling them, "Hey, don't forget that fucking promise, dumbass."
I like the idea of phantom magic residue.
Yeah, they got like they have like little lingering memories or dreams or whatnot from
But like
those two timelines,
it's
but that's about
basically
it.
like quantum
But at
entanglement.
best, it's the promises because they kind of effectively etch that into their souls, essentially.
They got all that time goo in their brain.
So they etch that into their soul. So that's what it is. Like
Soul etching.
if you look at like how like
I'm sorry,
Yukimasa doesn't bring up the blonde kid that he could bully real easily.
What? Oh,
Javi?
that's what you meant.
There's a very good chance that Javi is just like dead forever.
No. I simply choose to. Well, I rather simply they don't say one way or the other. I'm pretty sure Keika Hanada was like, yeah, he probably did get reincarnated elsewhere. It's just not.
Probably not in France.
That sounds like word of God. Like he didn't think about it and just went sure.
Well, because they don't see we don't see Michelle's sibling. Like everyone else is kind of like, but I'm just going to assume in my own happy ending, yeah, they're around somewhere. There is a side story in the short stories about Jaren in I think modern times. So like I'm just gonna yeah.
Really?
So
That guy?
Yeah, he would work retail.
I
And-
actually forgot about Jiren.
I'm pretty sure she ran into
mean, like,
Naomi,
Goku beat-
Imogen
Sorry.
in that too. So like yeah, like people got reincarnated. They just don't talk about it.
So wait, did
Himion,
everyone
thank
who
you. Good lord.
existed in that time
Even
get
that one
reincarnated?
woman, even that one horrible woman.
Even that one.
No, probably.
I don't even wait. I know what you're talking about.
Please,
What's
please,
her name?
please,
like?
please
Emily?
headcanon to your own happiness. To me, that bitch in hell. Everyone else, yeah, I guess they get a second slide through. It just is.
But my question is it like everyone in that time period that gets reincarnated, or just like
I mean,
the
it's
people
just-
that we know about?
it's
like,
just
is there a
them for-
cycle of reincarnation in this universe? Like everyone gets a new life?
Shrugs.
Yeah, not really good answer.
Isn't
for
that how
that.
reincarnation
I
works?
don't.
I think it was just the witch magic. I don't think I'm gonna
Yeah.
reincarnate again. I'm not gonna think too hard about it.
Choose to believe what you want to believe.
I think Giselle and Michelle are gonna be married forever.
Can I have a request though?
What's the request?
A request of what Javi probably is doing right now.
Playing video
can you-
games.
Sim, can you give me the most deadpan "can I take your order" that you can give me?
Take your order.
Can I take your
That's
order?
what he's doing. See, what
Welcome to
Sim-
McDonald's. Can I take
Why
your
does
order?
everyone work in
Yeah,
the
there we
service
go.
industry in this universe?
Because they're everywhere.
They tried to drown Sim
There's
out.
a lot of job opportunities in the service industry, and also he's like a child.
Let me get a. Anyways,
There's too many people.
Can I get
Can I get a fucking out?
it's time to go.
Kill it.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
Before I make a bed, Lonzo.